Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Olivia, and for this video, this is part 3 of my passion project, and this is my last one. Now, originally I was going to do 5 videos, but I decided that 3 was good because 3 shows pretty much everything. But for this video, I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks on how I physically was able to reach my goal. So without further ado, let's get on to this video. Okay, so here I have my Irish dancing shoes and my hard shoes, but you can tell that they're kind of busted and broken from, well, they're not broken, but they're kind of busted. But basically, a trick of how I first learned how to stand up on my toes, but the first thing before you even think about standing up on your toes is if you get new shoes, you have to break them. So by breaking it, what you're going to do is what helps is you put your hand here. You're just going to bend the shoe backwards, and it doesn't break it or anything. It just, well, yeah, it's called breaking in, so I guess. But you're not actually breaking the shoe. You're just kind of, it's basically, if you've ever, like, done point before, or if you've done or seen videos about point or anything, then you know basically what to do. So you just break your shoes in. I'm not going to do the other one because it's already broken in. And so you can see how flexible it is now, especially like this. So this is where you're going to stand up on your toes. So you're, yeah, I'm really doing that right. So what you're gonna do is, if this was the floor, this is how you're gonna stand. So this is what the shoe is going to look like. Now, it's incredibly hard, for me at least, when you go up on your feet, because your feet want to go forward, but you have to stabilize your actual toes. So how that helps is, I'm going to demonstrate over here somewhere about how I did it, which basically, if you can see in the video, I am just kind of going up and down. So it's like I'm here and then I'm here, but I'm pushing forward, but then I'm like pushing back at the same time, and then I go down, up, the whole time. So that's basically just one way that I've been, you know, doing this. So now another way that I learned how to stand up on my toes was by watching a bunch of YouTube videos. And so I'm not going to list any, I'm not going to recommend any, because they're all good in their own way. So what I would do is I would watch all the videos on how to stand up on your toes, but it's hard to do, to search up for Irish dancing. So like look up point. So how to stand up on point, because it's the same like idea, you're just doing it with hard shoes and not point shoes, but it's the same thing. Learned that from my supervisor. Anyways, so basically what you do is just look up videos on YouTube. I apologize for that dog. That dog is driving me insane, and I have a huge migraine right now because of that. But anyways, what you do is just look up videos on YouTube, and what I did to help me is I watched every single YouTube video there is on how to stand up on point and how to stand up on Irish dancing, or Irish shoes, you know what I mean, hard shoes, that's what they're called. And so what I did, why do I keep saying it, and so what I did? Anyways, I talk to myself a lot, but basically what happened was I watched all the videos and I took 2 notes for each video. I would insert a picture here, but so my backpack almost, like, because I was pulling my notebook out of my backpack because I have 3 notebooks and they're like jam-packed of stuff. And so I would have shown a picture or shown you them in this video, but the problem is those notebooks are ripped to shreds, like literally to shreds, with all my notes and everything in it, because I've been working on it so much. Anyways, so the reason why my notebooks are all shredded and everything is because I'm constantly writing down in my notebook, and I'm constantly erasing, because it's like, wait, that's not important, this is important. And I only allow myself 2 facts per video because there was like 16, 20, 25 videos. So a lot of videos, but they were all like, generally 25 videos doesn't seem like that much, especially because YouTube has so many recommended videos and so many videos itself, but it just seemed a lot to me, and it was very stressful. I am not gonna lie, this project was insanely stressful. You're probably wondering what I mean by why this project was so stressful for me. If you don't know me, I get very stressed out a lot. I have a ton of anxiety, and when things tend to go south, I get frustrated a lot, and I'm not gonna cry. I had a few mental breakdowns during this project because it's like there's no way I'm gonna get this done. This is insanely difficult. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because it's just, I don't want to seem like a crybaby or like a drama queen or anything, but generally with things going on in my life right now, it's so difficult because I'm constantly trying to watch videos and writing notes about it, and then I have to practice. But if you guys don't know me, I'm a theater kid, I'm a thespian, I made it to ITS last year, but basically what happened was we put on a production called Clue, and there was a lot of people targeting, I was an understudy for Colonel Mustard, and people were targeting the understudies, and we felt like we weren't getting treated fairly, so it was just not, it was, like, it wasn't just me that thought that, it wasn't half the cast, it was the entire understudy cast. And the reason why we thought we were being treated unfair, one of the reasons, was because, yes, the understudies is our fault because we screwed up on lines a lot during our production and everything. Not during the show, but during our production. We screwed up a lot of lines and, like, rehearsals and everything. And so one day we had, well, the overstudies were practicing on the stage and rehearsing and everything. We were in our theater teacher's room practicing our lines, and like, I get that is totally our fault that we didn't know our lines, and I take fault for not knowing my lines. But the thing is, when the understudies messed up our lines, we got yelled at so many times. But yet, when an overstudy messes up their lines constantly, or when multiple of them mess their lines up when they should know the lines, they didn't get yelled at. But, you know, it's in the past, I'm over it, but as you know, I played Colonel Mustard, well, I was the understudy for it, and we performed in the matinee. Now, you guys know I struggle a lot with confidence and acceptance and, like, of myself, and I'm not going to go any further than that, but this was incredibly hard. Because Colonel Mustard, if you haven't seen the movie Clue, Colonel Mustard is a bigger man. He has a belly. And so I originally was not going to wear a belly. And from someone who has trouble with, you know, issues and stuff like that, it's just, it hurt myself so much because it's like, I'm trying to get this project done. I'm already stressed about this enough. I'm stressed out about my classes. I've failed multiple tests because I was so worried about this project. I was so worried about Clue, not knowing my lines. I practiced my lines literally for 3 hours every single day. Like, I would practice it in my free time when I had at school. I'd practice it during lunch, and then I would come home and literally do homework, and instead of going to sleep, I would practice my lines constantly. Because it's like, it's my fault. I don't know my lines. I take full responsibility. And it's just, it hurts because it's like, last year as a freshman in high school, I tried out for Experiment, which was my very first production for high school, which was our fall show last year. And I played Ondary, which was technically a main character, not main, but like technically a lead role. And just, I was so passionate about doing it, even with everything going on during school, because I felt like I had a place, I felt like I had a voice, and I've never had that experience. Like, I've never had a say in anything, and even if I did, no one would take it into consideration, no one would do anything. And I'll tell you more about this later in another video, but something happened with a guy and me. Let's just say he went too far and I didn't like it, but I'm just gonna say that. And it hurts because I know I keep saying it hurts a lot, but it really did. And so the costume crew heads did not feel like it was okay, because they know I struggle with these issues, and so they didn't think that, like, they didn't want me to wear the belly, and they didn't even want the overstudy that played Colonel Mustard to wear the belly at all. But then, as someone who has those issues, my theater teacher made me wear it and made the overstudy of Colonel Mustard wear it. And the overstudy was perfectly fine with it because he's fine with anything. But for me, I look in a mirror every single day and I feel like I'm in like a fun house or something where you have the like really long squirrely mirrors and then the short squirrely ones where it's like one shows you that you're so short but you're so fat, and the other one's like you're so tall and so skinny. And it's just, I feel that way all the time, where I'm like stuck in this world that I can't get out of, where I look in the mirror and then I see that I'm in that fun house and I'm in that mirror that makes you look small and huge. And I know that's just my mind playing tricks on me and everything, but it's just actually looking in the mirror with that belly on during Clue, my heart sank. I literally had 4 mental breakdowns before, like, the week of the show, because I was so scared of what people were going to think, because I invited my friends, I invited the rest of my family, I invited teachers, and it just, I was heartbroken that I had to do that. But, you know, it's theater, you're going to do things you don't like, and I understand that, and I take full responsibility for not knowing my lines. But just with everything going on in the play, and then working on this project, working on everything, it hurt a lot. Like, I would be perfectly fine. The hardest part for me ever with Irish dancing is that I need music, and this is with my life in general. Like, I cannot focus if I don't have a noise. Like, if we're in a classroom and we're taking a test or something where it has to be absolutely quiet, I do horrible on the test or the quiz or anything, because I can't focus, because I need some sort of noise. Even if it's just like little bits of like music or like soft music playing in the background or something, it helps me focus because it settles my mind. Excuse me. But it just, I need music. And so, as you saw in my previous passion project video for part 2, I did not do my best because I didn't have music, because my phone was recording me and I didn't have another phone, I didn't have a laptop or anything to use. So I did not do my best, and I know I didn't, and I'm kind of upset. But what I like about that video and why I'm going to keep it up, not just because it's a grade, but I'm going to keep this video up, well, not this one, the last one up, because it shows my mistakes, so I can go back and watch that video and fix myself and fix what I did wrong, and then even get better at standing on my toes for longer. You know, this project was incredibly hard, but overall it was pretty cool, and I definitely would do this project again. And I encourage you guys to follow your heart, follow your dreams. Like, I took up Irish dancing 2 years ago, and I ride horses, I'm an equestrian, but I'm not gonna lie, my lessons are $700 per season, which is crazy. But I don't ride in the winter, so it's like it's like almost, it's over $2,000. It's like $2,100 or something like that. Yeah, it's insane, but it's worth it. And these hard shoes were, these things were $90, and I had to get new ones because my other ones broke. Like, they're all busted and broken, so I got rid of them. So I had to get a new pair, so that was $90 more. I'm going to Disney, which is $900, and I'm going to Conference for Theater, which is $400, without like fundraising and everything. But we've narrowed the cost down. But right, I don't know what it is now, so I'm just gonna say $400. But it's still a lot of money, and I can't just grow money out from outside from a tree or anything. I mean, yeah, money does technically grow on trees because it's paper, but it's just, it's not good, because it's so much money that I feel so bad because I can't afford any of this stuff. Like, generally with my money, as much as I try to save my money and everything, I can't afford barely anything. Like, I went Black Friday shopping, and I had a separate fund for Disney set aside where I would have gift cards from previous times going to Disney that have money on it. I have cash, I have coins and everything, and it got to a point where I had so many coins versus bills that I had to roll my coins and then hand it to the bank and then get money for it. That's how bad it was. But it's just, this project actually had an impact on my life because I took Irish dancing up because I've always wanted to learn it, and I am 10% Irish, and so I've always wanted to learn Irish dancing, but my parents couldn't afford it between $700 per season, or per lesson for, per season, for horseback riding, and then $400 per lesson, $90 for the shoes, $400 for conference, $900 for Disney. Like, it was just insane. And so I decided to learn it myself, and it's been 2 years. My parents couldn't afford lessons, and I proved to them that I don't need lessons because I taught myself. And Irish dancing has brought me closer to my family in any way on my mom's side, because there are a lot of people that are no longer alive in my family on my mom's side that have Irish blood in them. But every time I put on an Irish shoe, or I put on the shoes and I dance, the wind always blows, no matter, even if it's completely sunny and warm and there's not a cloud in sight and there's not a tree branch anywhere. The wind is just blowing, and I know my ancestors are with me, and I know they're guiding me. And it's just, I may not know what they're guiding me towards, but they're giving me support. And as you guys know, this past summer, I lost my best friend Mickey due to cancer. And he was literally my life. He was there for me no matter what happened. Even if I was mad at him, he would still crawl up in my lap and sleep and purr and nuzzle me, and he was so cute, and he is cute. And it's hard because I lost my best friend due to an illness that has taken so many of my family members, and it's difficult. I don't want to keep saying it's hard, oh my god, I'm sorry, but it's really difficult because dealing with all this stuff, I feel like, has brought me closer to Irish dancing, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, so I'm really gonna end this video because this is really long, but follow your heart, follow your dreams, and you'll end up somewhere, hopefully in a good place. But without further ado, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!